Hello everyone, students and my friends. Welcome to Disha. We are powered by Sarat Chandra IAS Academy. I'm Yatharth here, and in Disha program, we are teaching and educating the young minds of our country about various different topics. So in today's series, we are talking about the three different ocean structures, Indian ocean structures, named Ashoka, Chandragupta, and Kalpataru. All of these names come from Indian history. So this is a method to correlate our history with the geography. Okay, so we'll see who were these people, and what is the significance of this. Where are these ridges located? So first of all, we can see the location. So you can see the Indian Ocean here. Okay, south to the India. Assume this is India. This is Sri Lanka here. Okay, and this is south to India, much further south. And there are three ridges here. All right, and these ridges have been known or now named as the Kalpataru Ridge. Then the second one has been named the Ashokan Seamount. And the third one is the Chandragupta Ridge. Two of them are ridges, and one of them is seamount. So these are various different type of structures. All right. So a ridge is something like this, a continuity of such convex-like structure. So this is known as a ridge. And a seamount is more like an elevated mountain inside the sea. An elevated mountain inside the sea. And these are all located adjacent to the southwest Indian ridge. So this is a major ridge you can see here, the southwest Indian ridge. Okay, now let's talk about all of them. So one thing you need to be sure about, that there should be a question in your mind, that how can India have the authority to name something in an international ocean? International ocean. So be clear that India has not named this. India has not named this. India just proposed the names. India just proposed the names. And these names have been awarded by these two organizations, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. So the Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission. This is IOC. All right. And International Hydrographic Organization. All right. So names have been awarded by these two. And these names were proposed by India. Okay, and these structures are located in the Indian Ocean. This is also why India's proposed names have been accepted. Okay, now what we see in all, there are now 7 structures in Indian Ocean named mainly after Indian scientists or beer name proposed by India in this region of the Indian Ocean. So this is a matter of proud for us. Okay, next let's see that what is the India's nodal agency to do this. How does India communicate with these international organizations? So India's nodal agency is NCPOR, that is National Center for Polar and Oceanic Research. This is located in Goa. So since 2004, India has been undertaking the Indian Southern Ocean Research Program. Indian Southern Ocean Research Program, ISORP, under this nodal agency, which is NCPOR, which is located in Goa. Okay, so these mountains, these ridges, the structures, they were discovered by Indian oceanographers or Indian scientists. So what is the significance of these structures? Okay, what is the significance of these structures? Just a second. Okay. So first of all, let us understand these mid-oceanic ridges. You can see that there is a difference of temperature in here because of the difference in the oceanic shelf here. This is the difference of the oceanic shelf here. So these are sort of like valleys. And there is a difference between the temperature here, the structure here, okay, the water's nature here. This is why it supports a different type of the marine life. Recently, if you remember, we also talked about the deep ocean, deep oxygen. Okay, so we saw that it was also supporting a type of jellyfish in a certain area. In a case study, we found that. Okay, so these ridges, these mountains, sea mountains, so these are essential to us to study the nature of the ocean and the life that it supports inside the water. Okay, now next thing, we need to know that why we have named these as Ashoka. So let's assume this is not a real picture of Ashoka, it is made by AI. Okay, so let's study about Ashoka a bit. Sok or Shoka, this means the sorrow. Okay, so Ashoka means the one without sorrow. So Ashoka was also known as Ashoka the Great. He was the third emperor of the Mauryan dynasty. The third emperor of Mauryan dynasty. So Mauryan dynasty was about just a second, 300 BC. All right, and he ruled from 268. The Ashoka, he ruled around 268 to 232 BC. Okay, one of the greatest ruler of India. He expanded his territory in vast places. Okay, his dream was to unify all the India and rule over all of the India. He also played a major role in spreading the Buddhism. He was a patron of the Buddhism. So under his time, the Buddhist religion spread all over the India. He himself was also converted to India after a Kalinga war. Okay, his edicts and pillars are found all over the India and especially in the central Indian region. Then we talk about the Chandragupta Maurya. He was the founder of the Mauryan dynasty. He was the founder of the Mauryan dynasty. All right, and his rule was around 321 BC to 297 BC. He had great relations with the Greeks and all. Okay, he unified the India with his, let's say, Minister Chanakya. You must have heard the name. Okay, so very great figure in Indian administration, Indian ruling, Indian polity, in Indian history also. So they taught us the lessons of the governance as well as administration. He has a great legacy. Now let's talk about the last one, Kalpataru. Okay, Kalpataru means Kalpa, K-A-L-P plus Taru. So Taru means a tree and Kalpa means the wish or the imagination. So Kalpataru is a part of the Indian mythology where it is assumed as a tree which can fulfill any wish. Okay, so this is known as the Kalpataru. So these three structures have been named on these people and mythological structures, or you can say the mythological references, the Ashoka. These two were historical, they actually existed. Ashokan Maurya, the Chandragupta Maurya, and lastly, one was mythical, the Kalpataru. Okay, so this would be about today's lecture. If you have any doubts, any comments, you can let me know in the comment section. I'll be very happy to help you with anything. If you have any feedback, you can let me know. Alright, so this is Yatharth here signing off. Have a great day ahead and see you soon in the next lecture.